All right, in this tutorial, we're going to show you how to set up collaborative text annotation using Google Docs. All right, so this was an alternative. As opposed to sharing a PDF and using a note-taking app like Notability or YouPad 3, this allows students to collaboratively work in Google Docs and do some of those similar tasks, but be able to build off each other's shared knowledge and work with each other to define unknown words or take notes or answer questions along the way. All right, so how we set this up, and then we'll show you a little bit on how students can interact with the text. We would create a template in Google Docs. So essentially what Katie did here is she took an article from Newsella and then adjusted the Lexile level so it was appropriate for the students, and then just copied and pasted it into this template. So you can see that it's broken up into different tables. And you can see on the left-hand side is the text, and then on the right-hand side is the area that students can add in their annotations and questions and words and whatnot. So students are able to, on the left-hand side where the text is, they can, if they hit the little blue pencil, they can highlight over here so they can get a sentence or two and they can highlight, just like they would in reading even. So they can highlight the text. But the coolest thing is that they can write here on the notes side. All we did with the text was we kind of broke it up in a logical way where the different paragraphs and headings, for the larger paragraphs, it was 2 spaces. There's no really rhyme or reason to this. It's just to try to keep it more manageable and so that the notes are tied to a certain part of the text. So right now this isn't collaborative. This is just one student. So if I wanted to make this collaborative, this student could share with another student, making sure that the student can edit as opposed to just can view or can comment, so making sure that they can edit, and then over airplane. And then on the other side of the screen, you can see that in my shared with you, I have an article that's insert. So even if we're not sitting next to each other, we can quietly or in small groups, we can add in our different annotations of the notes or I can add in highlights, just like you said, comments, and it's typically creates an online discussion So, and while the student's doing this, you as a teacher can decide prior whether you wanted to, in the notes section, already add in some questions. One thing you can also do is, just for the management aspect, you can say, okay, student A, you are always going to use blue, and so you're going to highlight in blue, your ink is going to be blue. So as they're typing, after they type, they can change the color just to mark who is doing what work. There is one word of caution, because this is editing. Go through all the directions with the students, but there is the possibility that they can accidentally, as they try to highlight, they can accidentally delete, whether it's deleting a word, a letter, a sentence. So just keep that in mind. But there is also this undo button up at the top that if they realize it, they can just hit undo and it comes back to life. But just kind of a word of caution there. But that shouldn't keep you from trying this because it's really, really